Okay, today I'm going to walk you through some of the basics of using Google Classroom. We will talk about how to log in and access your account, and we will also talk about how to see your assignments, submit your assignments, and also post comments and questions on our class stream so that you are able to interact with your classmates. I'm going to go ahead and start by launching google.com. Oops, I have this pulled up already. I better go ahead and log out here real quickly. Alright, I'm going to go from google.com so that it is something, should be just like what you see when you go to log in at home. If you have someone in your household who uses Google accounts for something like Gmail or Google Documents, it probably doesn't say plus you at the top of your screen. It probably says plus and then a person's name, whoever in your household uses Google Docs. So it might have your mom or dad's name there instead of you. You will need to click over here. There will be a little drop down person or a profile picture. You'll need to click on that and then scroll down to where it says sign out. And then you will be in the exact same place that I am. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this sign in button. And this is an important step. You need to be absolutely sure that you are using your Google Apps for Education username and password to log in to Google Classroom. Google Classroom is currently only available to Apps for Education users, so if you try to use a different Google account or your mom's Gmail or something like that, it will not work. It will tell you do not have access. You need to be sure to be using your Apps for Education account. For us, that's going to be your first name dot last name. Just like when you log into your email, and you're going to do @rayn.org. Make sure you keep that domain on there at the end. And your password is going to be 3 zeros and then your lunch number. Oops, and I have just completely blanked on this student's ID number. There we go, I think that's it. Okay, and this screen is telling you you are now going towards something that is managed by Reynoldsburg. So our pages are managed by Google, but within that, Reynoldsburg is able to see everything that we do. So once you enter this domain, you need to treat this as if it's a school computer. The acceptable use policy that you signed at the beginning of the school year about using school-appropriate websites and posting school-appropriate things is valid once you've entered this Reynoldsburg domain. So go ahead and sign in one more time. Same username and password. Make sure you put the @rayn.org on there. Okay. Uh-oh. Try that one more time. Uh-oh. Okay. The next thing you're going to need to do is now you can see that you are logged in as yourself. You should have your school email address @rayn.org in the corner up here, and you're just going to go to classroom.google.com. Double check that you're still logged in as yourself. And you should have this box pop up that says Miss Lang's class 2012 to 2014 to 2015. You're going to click on that. And this is our class stream. So this is kind of like a Facebook wall. Anything that's posted having to do with our class will be posted on this stream. I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger so that you can see everything I'm talking about. Okay. So the first thing we're going to look at on here is how to access your assignments. There are two different ways to do that. One way is to see the assignments pop up on the class stream. We've had a lot of interaction on here today, so this is a little bit more crowded than it might usually be. You're looking for things that have the gray word assignment in the top corner. And here you can see the assignment title. You can see any directions that I've added. And you can see the due date. So it looks like this student has already completed this assignment, and that's why they have the green check mark that says done. This assignment is still open and has not been completed yet. You can see that it is due on November 17th. Okay, so in order to open that, you can either click on Open or you can click on the title. And then you're going to click on it one more time, click on the title where it's underlined here. And this will open in a separate window for you, and it's going to be just like a Google Doc. This is basically opening itself inside of Google Drive. So here you have whatever I posted, whatever the prompt was, and you'll just start typing your response. So if this says to write 3 sentences or to write a paragraph, just come down below where the prompt is and go ahead and start typing. So you would type here, just like we talked about in class. And when you are finished, you will click the Turn In button. That will automatically send your assignment back to me. That you do not have to print anything, you do not have to email me to tell me that you finished it. I will automatically get an email that you have submitted it. Okay? Once it has been turned in, if you turn it in early and it's not due yet, for example, this assignment, he went ahead and submitted it, but he is still able to edit it. So if he were to click Unsubmit, it would come back and say Make Changes. There would be a Make Changes box here like there was on that last one, and he can go back in and edit. I believe he can also just click here. Oops. Let's see if it'll load. Here we go. And he could continue typing, and the changes would automatically be saved. But just to be sure, go ahead, if you want to change something after the fact, go ahead and unsubmit it and then click Make Changes. Okay? So that's one way to access your assignments. Again, all I did there was scroll down on the stream and look for things that had the word assignment in gray bold right here. The other way to access your assignments is to click on these 3 bars. This is kind of like your file menu in a Word program. This is kind of your go-to spot. So here you have an icon to take you home, which is the stream that we're on, and you also have a clipboard icon that will take you to all your assignments in one list. So if you click on that, you can see all the assignments that you have not yet completed. So here's the assignment that Micah has not yet submitted. Okay? That's under the To Do column, and you can also click on Done and see which you have submitted. And again, it has the due date on there, and it tells you what class you're part of. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Home, and I'm going to click on that class again. So let's look a little bit more at this stream. You may have noticed that there were a couple of announcements posted. If I post something for you to see, like a website or a video, it will come up as an announcement. If someone else posts something for you, like a question or a comment, it will be posted with their name. Okay? You can see that we actually had some students utilizing this earlier tonight already. So someone was not quite sure about what their password was, and I responded to him, and then some other helpful classmates were also able to help him out. So if it was a situation where I were not able to respond to him right away, anyone who logged in, like if Maya had seen this before I had, she would have been able to help Noah and help him get that solved. So those are announcements. Something else you may have noticed is that you have the ability to add comments or share things with your class. So if I post an announcement, you can comment on it. If someone else posts something that they would like to share, you can comment on that also. In order to post something with your class, like Shrey and Julia did here, you're going to type in this Share with Your Class box. So you would type your words here. So let's say that I found some great resources for long division. I have a couple options of things that I can add. If I click on this paperclip, it'll let me attach any kind of file that's already on my computer. So anything that you have in Word or PowerPoint or a picture. If you, I'm trying to think of an example. When Caden McCready went to see the bees with his grandparents, he could go ahead and post those bee pictures. Do remember that this is something that is school related, or school appropriate, and should be related to what we're studying in class. Okay, so you can post any type of file here. This triangle icon will let you post anything from Google Drive already. We have not utilized Google Drive very much, so you probably do not have anything else in there other than those assignments from earlier in the school year, so you probably will not need this triangle at all. This play button can be pretty fun. If you click on this, you will be able to attach a YouTube video. This is how we attached the word crimes video in class earlier today. So to do that, you're just going to click on the icon, type in what you're looking for. Maybe I'm looking for a long division song that I've seen in the past. Click search, and then click on the thumbnail of the video that you recognize. And then you'll just click add. Okay. The last option is to post a link. I posted a link earlier this evening. This is a website that was created by a teacher who has done an Oregon Trail unit with our class for years, and she has all kinds of wonderful resources posted on this website, and I wanted you to be able to access it during class. So all I did was click on this link icon and explained a little bit about what it would be. So up here I put Oregon Trail resources. And then you just paste the link here and click post. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. Oops. Okay. To comment on something that someone else has posted, you just click right here and start typing. I don't believe that you are able to attach any files or images to a comment that someone else has started. And again, please remember that this is something that anyone in Reynoldsburg can see, and as we talked about this morning, you shouldn't ever post anything on the internet that you wouldn't be comfortable with everyone in the whole wide world seeing. Okay? So that's a pretty quick rundown of Google Classroom. We went over how to access your assignments and how to submit your assignments, and also how to interact with your classmates on the class stream. The only other things that are really of interest on here, if you click on this classmates list, you can see a list of everybody in our class. And if you click this About tab, you'll just see a little brief blurb that I put about our class there. Okay, so most of your work is going to be accessed either from the stream, if it's an announcement, or by accessing this Assignments tab. Okay, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Thanks for watching.